YouTube, what is going on? My name is Argon, and today I want to talk to you about Call of Duty World War II multiplayer. And what I'd like to talk to you about is not so much what we know so far, which of course is not much, and not so much about what I'd like to see in terms of movement and that type of gameplay. What I want to talk to you about is the new mode that they're putting in called Headquarters, where you can go and you can meet up with other people that are not playing and just hang out and socialize and interact with other people that are in the game but not trying to play. This is a new thing that's new to Call of Duty. It's pretty similar to what they have in Destiny, and in Destiny the way that it works is this is where you go when you want to buy gear for your character, you want to get missions to go on, and certain things that you can do to achieve within game. In my opinion, this can be a really cool feature to add into Call of Duty and completely change the meta into the way that, really finish the way that the meta has been shifting in this game, to go from more of a gameplay oriented game to more of a socialized game, which is what you'll see now with all the social media sharing and all the streaming and all the stuff that's going on. This is one of the last steps you can do to really turn this into a complete social experience and not just about gameplay. So what are my top 5 things that I'd like to see occur in this Headquarters mode? First and foremost, I think this would be a great place to trade loot. So when you're getting stuff from supply drops, it'd be great if you could go here, find somebody that has the thing that you want, and just buy it from them directly. It's a way to trade gear, or buy gear, or sell gear to other players that don't have or do have what you want. Now, you can use COD points to purchase stuff from other players, or trade evenly, whatever you do. And the thing here is, yes, I understand that it takes away from Activision's ability to make money on supply drops, but you know what? They've caught so much flack from the community about this. It's probably a nice compromise for them to say, hey, we're going to keep supply drops in, but you also have this opportunity to go in an open market and sell your own products however you wish. Ultimately, they do control the drop rates of variants or stuff that comes out of loot crates. If they want to make something very rare, then people might just go for COD points and not want to, they might just go for supply drops and not want to go for COD points and go buy it, you know what I mean? So there's some balancing that can be done there, but I think this would be a really cool feature that they could add into the game that would really solve a lot of people's concerns with, hey, I don't want to keep spending money on supply drops. I don't think the RNG system is fair. So having a system where people can go somewhere and trade their gear with other players would be a really cool feature to have in this Headquarters. The second thing I'd love to see happen here is a place where you could go to meet up with people to engage in matches, private matches, or whatever you have. This could get integrated with game battles, so you could go meet someone somewhere and then that's how you could start your match. There's a lot of really cool features you could do to help the user experience when they're actually engaging in game battles, because the current system is really weird and it's clunky and it's a lot of work you have to do to play game battles. And it would also, another cool thing about this would be, if you're not a player that's in the match, you could actually go to the location where these players are meeting and potentially spectate on their match. So that would be, a cool way to raise competitive engagement with people that don't want to play or can't play but still want to watch. A third thing I'd love to see was bring back the Black Ops 1 system of wager matches. Back then you could wager the COD points, which didn't really do as much back in Black Ops 1, but now they actually have a real value. And yes, I am talking about straight up gambling. But you don't have to wager COD points, you can wager keys, you can bet on other matches with keys. There's a whole new meta they can create here where you can actually have a new in-game game and still enjoy it. And you can obviously do it with keys, which don't cost anybody any money. If you grind, it's just a new thing to use for your keys, because if there's people that just like earning keys but they don't want to keep going for loot because they have no reason for it, hey, you can go get your gambling fix. The fourth thing that I think would be really cool is to have forums or town hall kind of areas where you could go, and it's a social area where you could chat with other people. You can have just areas to hang out, talk with people about the game, where you don't have to actually go to a game lobby to actually talk to people. It's just literally a place to go and randomly meet people that like the same game as you. Because if you're not going on Reddit, it's a new way to talk to people, actual conversations, not just, Twitter or Reddit or these other posts, things of YouTube videos back and forth. This is live engagement from fans to other fans. And another thing that they can do is developers can actually host Q&As where people can come listen live in-game without having to go watch it stream or anything. It's just a new thing they can do. And you could even have pros come and meet with fans that way too, in-game, where you've got people that love the pros, but they've never been able to go to an event. Now they can actually talk to the guy without having to try and get into his lobby. It's a great way to raise awareness and interactiveness for competitive. And the last thing I wanted to throw in here was has to do with the creative aspect of Call of Duty. Ever since they started making so you can make custom camos of your own and custom emblems of your own, there's been this small community that's popped up of really talented people that make really cool emblems and really cool camouflage, and they're just doing it for fun, you know? And a lot of us would look at that and be like, I'd rather have this guy's camouflage than whatever's coming out of these supply drops. So how cool would it be if you could go somewhere, a marketplace in the headquarters, and buy camouflages off these people that are just doing it for the sake of doing it? These guys, I gotta believe these guys that are true artists at this thing, they're not even playing COD. They're just going in and making camos because they love it. So that about wraps it up for my list, guys. And the reason why I came up with this list is because these are my theories based on what I think would help the new meta that's developing within COD, which is a social meta. And I also believe truly, and I can go into more detail on this, that all the technology and software already exists to be able to do this. So these are actually feasible things they can put in play. So for that reason, I really do think that it would be cool to see some of these things develop. But anyway, that's my little list. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. That's going to be it for me for now, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe. And if you're not following me on social media, all my links are in the description of this video. And as always, guys, my name is Argon. I'll see you next time. Peace!